everyone, and welcome back to Eric Hunting from Parts Unknown. Eric, my sweetheart, Anissa.
Hello. Did you forget?
No, I didn't forget. Welcome back to an episode of What's Under the Ring. We did some treasure hunting today, and
we went on an adventure.
It was something. At the end of last week was my birthday, and a couple of my stepdaughters gifted me some wrestling paraphernalia. So we'll start with that. One of which was a King of Chaos Logan Black shirt. It's actually an Apostle of Chaos shirt.
He's wanted it for a while.
I've wanted this shirt since the day that it came out. Its artwork is done by Joanna Robinson, of course.
Immensely talented.
And
one of our favorites.
This shirt is a take on a comic book cover of The Incredible Hulk and Wolverine. And instead it's Logan Black and Chris Benet. And what an awesome shirt. Chris as Incredible Hulk and Logan Black obviously as Wolverine. And
obviously.
And I've wanted this shirt since the day it came out, and
he has.
Now it's finally been gifted to me.
It's on its way.
It's on its way. There'll be a picture like right here for it. I'm super excited, so thank you to Bridget and Heather for that. And then my wrestling buddy Olivia gifted me this Mankind Pop lunchbox, which when I first opened it up, I was like, oh, what a cool lunchbox. That's great. And I heard something rattle. I'm like, thought it was maybe a thermos. And I was pleasantly surprised that it was not a thermos. There was some goodies in here
that Olivia had
that
no idea
Olivia didn't know about. And
bless.
One of the things is this lanyard of Mankind with a pop figure on it of Mankind, which I'm a huge fan of Mick Foley in any form.
Same.
And she knows this, and that's why she went towards it. And I'm grateful to have it. I got this great Mankind Have a Nice Day pin, which is just awesome. I hope that focuses in for everybody. And this is great right here. It's going to be a little hard to see, but it's a Mr. Sacco sock. And it's just awesome.
He was very excited.
I think I was more excited about the Mr. Sacco than anything else. And then to add to the pop figure collection, Mankind pop figure, which I have Cactus Jack from Olivia, and now I have Mankind, and now there's only one more to get, and that's Dude Love. So that's something to be out on the hunt for.
True enough.
So that's not
if
where...
you're not gifted it before we find it.
Well, one way or the other, it's got to be hunted down. So all that cool stuff came in this awesome little lunchbox. And so this lunchbox and the stuff inside it will go on display here in the wrestling room. So thank you again to Olivia. I could not love it any more than I do. So that was the birthday stuff for wrestling, and then
it's too bad people don't know what you like.
Well, got to keep it simple for people. Today being the 26th. Today is the 26th of October, and
it's what happens when you're on vacation.
Yeah, all the days are rolling together. We went out to New Bedford, Massachusetts, to COJO World's Toys, or COJO's Toy World. Be nice if I got that right.
Hey, you just did 4 hours plus of driving.
And the store is run by one Teddy Goodz, who's been one of our faves since day 2.
Yeah.
And he's always been a really good guy to everybody in our family. And he's super cool guy. And this toy store is amazing. It really is. If you're into
so much to see.
Yeah,
it's overwhelming a little bit.
Almost, yeah, it is. It's like I don't know where to focus. But if you're into vintage toys, if you're into the 80s and 90s, and then he has some new stuff in there. But if you're from the 80s and 90s of toys, this is your store. This is your place, because G.I. Joes, He-Man, wrestling, everything, and then so much other stuff. So much. There's random stuff. There's
strawberry shortcake, Barbies.
Yep. I mean, there's no. It's not dialed down to one specific clientele. There's a little bit for everybody in there, and little kids will love it too. He has a tote full of just loose figures that you can just pull through, and for a couple of bucks to get a loose figure or whatever. And
yeah, the prices are very reasonable.
He knows what he's got in there. If it's of really good quality, it's going to be a little bit more of a price, but you're buying the quality. It's something that's well protected, and
you're also probably buying something that you can't find anywhere else.
There's not a whole lot of these kind of toy stores in our areas. Not that New Bedford is our area. I mean, it was a 2-hour drive. Well worth the drive. It really was. It was a nice drive. It wasn't too bad. And
well, we got to spend some extra time together, and this was a good excuse.
And I asked if I just signed my paycheck over to him. I could have walked out of there with a lot of stuff. But
I said no.
But that, leave some of that stuff for the next time, because there's definitely going to be another time. This isn't going to be a one-trip stop. There's going to be another time there.
Yay! And right next door is an apothecary, which I enjoyed very much.
And somebody got a brand new candle, and so we picked up a couple of things that obviously anybody who knows Eric likes shirts. I had to get a COJO's Toys shirt, which that's the front pocket, and then it's on the back. I like front and back shirts. And this one's really cool. It's got a very 80s vibe with the neon. It's like Miami Vice style almost. It's kind of that way.
You're lucky I let you get it.
But that was really cool. And I recently got a collection of early 90s figures, and so now I'm kind of trying to pad that out a little bit on ones that I don't have. And one of them, this guy holds a special spot in our hearts.
Yes.
And not just from being a fan from when I was a kid, when you were a kid, but just because we actually got to meet this guy, and what a super cool dude, and
very nice man.
And that's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So I had to get that one. So it's of this series that I was never really a big fan of when I was a kid, but it came into my possession, and now.
Well, you appreciate things differently when you're an adult.
So I picked that one up, and to go with the rest of the collection that I have, and I need to take a better inventory so I know what ones I don't have, and
also so we can display them better.
Yeah, I gotta get a better display for them. And although she's not here right now, she won't see this for a little while. We got a gift for our daughter-in-law, Heather, is apparently a big fan of Snoopy. So we found this vintage Snoopy toy. A little wind-up. I don't know if the wind-up
Yep, he works.
kind of works still. And there's a date on the bottom of it, I believe.
Really?
And, yep. I don't know that that's for what the toy was made, but it says 65 on it, I think.
Wow.
So
Go Gadget Eyes.
it's got some age on it, but it's a little cute Snoopy. And then there was this box that was next to the display cabinet, and I just started poking through it. I knew I wanted to get a newer figure. I don't have any new figures, and I had a couple in mind that I wanted to get, and then I poked into this one, and I said, well, I gotta have this one, and that's Mr. Brody Lee, who sadly is no longer with us, but you know, his memory is still alive, and this is just a really cool figure. It comes with the TNT title for AEW, and it's just I was a big fan of him as Luke Harper, and then when he came over to AEW and he kind of changed his character a bit and became the leader of the Dark Order. The Dark Order. Yeah, I just had to have this figure. I just did, and it's a really good one. So it's my first AEW figure. I don't know that I can afford to dive too far into those ones. Those are a little bit of a price on them, but
worth it.
This one's worth it. This one's special. This one will stay in the box because of what it is. But again, I just want to give a really good big shout out to Teddy Goodz. He let us come in. I filmed a little bit. I'm going to put that at the tail end of this, and gave a view of the store. And I can guarantee my video doesn't do the store justice. It may be a smaller store, but there is a lot of stuff in this small store.
But it doesn't feel claustrophobic.
No. I mean, it's not super tight. It's just, I've seen it in other videos in Ethan Page's Toy Hunts, and it looked so much bigger on YouTube. But then you go in there and it's like, oh, okay. But everything, it's not like you're, got stuff falling on you or anything like that. It's,
it's well organized.
Well organized. Everything's got a spot. And, I brought up a few items that he had, not too far in the past. And yeah, those are gone. Those sold. I'm like, oh, because those would have come home today too. But so it's probably good that they weren't there anymore.
I mean, I like the variety.
Yes, it's not just a wrestling store. Like I said, there's G.I. Joe's, He-Man. He has a big wall display of the Castle Grayskull, which is just so cool.
Well, yeah.
And then again, thanks to Teddy Goodz, we took a picture before we left with each other, and he let me hold the COJO Toys Championship, and that was pretty cool.
That's a fun
championship. It's really cool. A lot of colors, bright colors.
Very eclectic.
Again, there'll be a picture here for that. We had a good time. We spent about an hour and a half in there, and it was well worth it.
And we could have spent longer because there's so much.
Yeah.
To see.
I could have kept poking around, but I was tempting myself to spend more money than I needed. I was allowing myself to.
Well, and also,
to spend.
We had to be mindful of the traffic and that kind of thing.
Because we had another 2-hour drive home. So it was...
It was a planned trip, and it was worth the trip.
Yep. And so if you're in the market for vintage toys, they have matchboxes, action figures, everything that you could possibly think of from the 80s, the 90s, maybe some of the 2000s.
It's in a really nice location that... has other shops, so it's not like that's
this isn't the only thing. There's a card shop like across the street, and I guess one up the street too. So, if you're into cards, there is something for you in the area.
Nice restaurants in the
there
area.
seem to be some nice restaurants.
You get a nice ocean
Yeah,
breeze.
it's not far from the ocean.
Yeah.
So, do yourself a favor. Go out to COJO Toy World in New Bedford. Really easy to find. It's right off the highway. It took us like 5 minutes to get off the highway and get there.
Yeah, a couple of rights. And Bob's your uncle. There
and as of right now, they're open from 11 to 6. Wednesday through Sundays.
Well, Sundays at 4.
Yeah. Okay. They close at 4:00 on Sunday. And if you're, I know he's going to be doing a signing coming up on the 27th. Tomorrow of Ethan Page and Danhausen. We would have really loved to have gone to that, but I didn't want that to be my first visit to the store, because you're not going to get inside that store to look around. It's going to be meet and greet, and that's it. And we've gotten the opportunity to meet Ethan Page before, and we'll get a chance to see Danhausen some other time. I'm sure he'll be around again. That guy's pretty popular around here. So
right. And I hope this event does really well for them.
Oh yeah, they're looking forward to a pretty decent turnout.
Right.
So
it's a nice day. Get out there if you can.
Yep. Support these small little mom and pop stores. If you're trying to reclaim some of your nostalgia from when you were a kid, this is the place to do it. He's got it. Mm-hmm. He's got a little bit of everything in there. So again, thank you, Teddy Goodz. Thank you, COJO Toys. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Enjoy the video at the end here. And go out and check out COJO Toys. Follow them on all the social medias. They're on Instagram, Facebook. So search them out, and
we'll try and set up links.
I'll try to get links down below if I can figure that part out. All right. So again, we build them up. We don't tear them down. And like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell so you get notified for when we do something like this. This was something a little bit different. It was fun, and it was a good day.
Can't wait to do it again.
And we got a busy end of the week coming up, and so keep your eye out for some more content coming up. Thank you. This has been Eric Hunting from Parts Unknown with Anissa, and we'll see you at the matches. Just arrived here at COJO's Toy World in Bedford. This is really cool. Nice little periscope. Legos down there.
Have a good day. Okay, sounds good.
There we go. There it is.
Jeez.